And alright guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the self-developed YouTube channel, you beautiful people. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day wherever you are in this world. Comment below hashtag self-developed army. Yes, we're growing the hair back out. Come on baby, let's get it going, and I'll see you inside the video. So guys, with that said, straight to it in today's video. I believe I titled it, or did title it, No, that's not the title of the video. How to find your purpose as a man, okay guys? Well, really you can be anyone, but predominantly this channel is geared towards men, and I do believe this 3-step strategy will help you find this purpose, because I get so many DMs on a daily basis of, David, you know, I'm 20 years old, 18 years old, 15 years old, 30 years old. How do you find this purpose exactly? You know, you guys hear me speak about the hero's call to adventure, and at around 15, 16 years old, the boy, right, a boy will receive his call to adventure, which is his purpose, his impetus, the stimulus, right? And a lot of men are kind of confused. They're like, David, I don't know if I missed that. You know, am I doing something wrong? Exactly how do you do this? So I comprised 3 tips, guys, that worked exactly in my life, and I do believe it will work in your life, because collectively as men, we all have purposes. We create our purposes, or really our purposes create us. It's kind of like an in-between. We meet it halfway, and if you're watching this, then you have one. So, step number 1, guys, and arguably the most important way to decipher what your purpose is. I believe this is how I found mine. No, this is how I know I found mine. And if you can pay attention to just this, you are 95% there, guys. So this is to first figure out what is the pain in your life. Do you understand? Now, I heard a good quote. I'm not exactly sure from who. They say every wound is an opportunity for a womb. Do you understand? I probably bashed it, but every wound is also a womb. Right? So every pain you feel, especially around that age, right, growing up, 15, 16, maybe 20, right, it shouldn't be too much longer than that. I would argue the majority of you guys have just ignored this. This is really what it is, because in the hero's call to adventure, the second phase is denial of the call. So a lot of men, I would say all of us, we get this pain, we get this stimulus, this impetus, this yearning to want to do something, but because it's just a bit too grandiose or far-fetched, we just disregard it. We're like, nope, that's not it. And that's where this video comes into place. So go back to that. What was the pain in your life? Now I'll give you an example in my life. Now, the 2 biggest pains that I felt, guys, were number 1, OCD, and 2, my father passing away. Now, how those link is OCD, this is a mental illness, right? And, you know, I'm not here to explain exactly what it is, but it causes me a lot of anxiety and stress on a daily basis, guys. And now I was diagnosed with this at around 15. This is exactly when it got really, really out of control. The same thing happened with my father. My father passed when I was about 14 years old, right? I say about because it was a progressive death. He died from cancer. So the literal death was at 14, but it built up before that, again, around the same age, 14, 15 years old. Now, these 2 things together, conjoined, was a huge pain in my life. The reason for this is because I had never felt more anxiety in my life, especially going through high school, becoming a man, maturing with OCD, and without the guidance of a father. It was a double whammy. I was so confused. I was the man of the house. I had, obviously, my mother and then my younger brother, so there was no one above me that could give me that guidance, and it was horrible. Grade 9, the first year of high school, when both of them, they really just coincided, was the worst year of my life. And ironically, or on the flip end of that, that's how I found my purpose. And that brings us to step number 2. Now, step 2, guys, this is the flip end to the pain, okay? And again, in the hero's call to adventure, popularized by Joseph Campbell, this is known as the mentor phase, okay? This is when a mentor will enter your life. When you are in the midst of pain, confusion, you will find a mentor. Maybe it's a YouTuber like myself, right? Maybe it's a teacher. Maybe it's your grandfather, an uncle. Generally, it is a man. I would argue almost, in fact, all times it is a man. It's a mentor. Do you understand? And this mentor is going to be the light in your life. So step number 2, right? Number 1, this is to identify the pain in your life, the wound. Step number 2, who is the light/mentor in your life? Now, the reason I say that is because a lot of times this mentor will be like a mirror back to you, showing you what your purpose is, right? And I'll give you an example in my life. At around 15 years old, when I was at my lowest, I found Elliot Hulse, right, on YouTube. Maybe a lot of you guys did too around this time. This was around maybe 2013, 2014. And he was the light in my life. He was the mentor that guided me out of the darkness. And I had so much inspiration and awe and just so much comfort in knowing like there is hope. And from that point on, at 15, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. 100%. There was no question. I had never felt that amount of passion and yearning to want to do something at such a soul level. But like most of you guys, like everyone, I did turn it down too at 15, 16. I was like, this seems awesome, but I'm just going to shove it aside. And it wasn't until around 3 years later at 18 that I began embarking on that quest. And number 3, guys, the third step, this is kind of a bonus step. The first 2, if you can pay attention to that, you will be miles ahead of many people. And I would argue that this rings true to 95% of you guys. You can think back to a time in your life where you had that wound. Maybe your parents got divorced, or maybe you were obese as a child, or maybe the girl left you, and you now have this wound of, I don't want any other man to feel this way, or I don't want this to happen, or this injustice, whatever it may be. And then 2, you find a mentor who is able to guide you along that path. Kind of like a confirmation. That's really all the mentor is, right? Number 3, guys, if you're still confused, and really this third phase is just the nail on the head. It's the cap. Do you understand? It's what solidifies it all together. And you can figure this out today, right? Number 3, guys, what is the pain or injustice in the world? Do you understand? Now, guys, a lot of times I would argue that God, right, the universe, the one who's given us this purpose, right, upon birth or upon when you hit around 15 years old or so, the pain you feel will also be the pain many areas of the world feel, right? Now, we all have different purposes. Maybe your purpose is to save the ocean, or it's to write a book, or I don't know, maybe it's just to raise a really strong family, right? Well, other people are dealing with that. Other people are going through that. Other people are going to want help in that. So I'll give you an example. My purpose, right? And again, guys, our purpose is always evolving. It always goes deeper, which is actually the most beautiful thing, right? It will strengthen as time goes on. But my purpose is to help men, right? In its simplest forms, to awaken men, to empower men, to, whatever you guys see this as, right? Inspire, teach, educate, right? Just to awaken men again, because like myself at 15, I was so lost. I was so confused. I didn't understand how to just live in this world. Simple as that. I had no fucking clue what the fuck to do. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know the point or the role of myself. And as I grow and learn, I'm able to share and document with you guys. But number 3, what is the injustice in the world? What is the pain in the world? And for myself, right, this pain of manhood is, it's rampant. It is very clear that there is such a yearning for this. There's such a need for this. And with your purpose, there is a need for that too. You have to understand, guys, that I'm not trying to help everyone. I'm very clear on my demographic. Do you understand? I'm not saving the dolphins. I'm not saving the whales. I'm not saving the cows. I'm not saving the environment. That's not my dharma. I have no interest in that, right? Now, ironically, by you fixing your purpose and sticking in your lane, that will trickle over and help other people with their lanes. But again, that's not my role. Do you understand? So look objectively and find what is a pain in the world that resonates with you. It can't just be a random pain in the world, because believe me, there is an infinite amount of pains in the world, right? You can't fix everything, and by trying to fix everything, you fix nothing. That's very, very important. But find and look objectively what is the pain in the world, and match that with the pain that you went through growing up with a mentor. Right? And if a mentor hasn't come yet, then I guarantee you they will come. When you decide, right, one of my favorite quotes, when the student is ready, the teacher arises. When you decide that I want to embark on X path or Y path, the mentor will come to say, you're on the right path, buddy. You think of Obi-Wan Kenobi, right, to Luke Skywalker. You think of Gandalf to Frodo Baggins, right? Guys, you can find this through any movie, any book, any hero's call to adventure. It just happens. And so, guys, that is it. It's a nice, short, simple video. This is how to find your purpose as a man, guys. It is right in front of you. It is not something outside of you. This is one of the biggest misconceptions that we have. We believe that, it must be something so grandiose, and I must be slaying dragons and doing A, B, C, D. Now, don't get me wrong, down the road that may happen, but your purpose right now is as simple as making your bed. Your purpose is as simple as eating a good meal. It's doing the mundane. It's chopping wood and carrying water, as Elliot Hulse would say, right? It's literally doing everything that's in front of you. Again, one of my favorite quotes, do what's in front of you. What's in front of you? Your purpose is in front of you. My purpose was so evident. It was so clear. I had no father figure, and I was suffering tremendously because of that. That's very in front of me. I didn't have to create something or make up a scenario or go search out there. It's right fucking here, guys. You'll feel this. You'll know this. The reason you're confused, or I was confused, is because people are looking for the extravagant, mythical, magical creature or pill out there. Guys, it's so fucking common sense that it goes right over your head. It doesn't have to be crazy, guys. And it builds. Trust me, your purpose, like I said, it evolves. It's like an onion. I'm rereading The Way of the Superior Man. And in it, David Data, he uses the example or the analogy of an onion. Your purpose just goes deeper and deeper and deeper with layers. So initially right now, it may seem a bit more superficial, right? When I first started on YouTube, it was more so, yes, to still help men, don't get me wrong, but the ideas were a bit more general, right? No fap, early rising, cold showers, you know, it wasn't bad. It wasn't invalid at the time, but it was a bit more superficial. Where now as time has gone on, 2 years later, it's much more political. It's much more spiritual, you could say, right? You guys see me rock the cross. I speak of much more controversial topics. Well, that's because that's what our purpose does. It evolves, right? It's like a well. It just keeps going deeper and deeper and deeper into truth. And then you die. That's it. Like, that is exactly what it is to be a man. You go deeper and deeper on your purpose, and then you die. You die in love, right? As a side tangent, I would definitely recommend all of you guys to read or at least listen on audiobook, The Way of the Superior Man. Especially if you're looking for your purpose. It is great, actually, now that this comes to mind. I think that's why I'm on such a purpose kick, because that book really goes into depth on it. So yeah, check it out, The Way of the Superior Man. It is a yellow book. The diagram is of the Vitruvian physique, so it's of a man. You'll see it, you know, you won't miss it. And so guys, that is it. I know the energy in today's video is a little funny. I'm just a little in my head, I won't lie. You know, I'm growing and going through this just as you guys are, right? I have things that I'm dealing with. And that's okay, right? But as long as you do what's in front of you and you trust God, you, in my opinion, will be okay. It may not be the prettiest on paper, but you'll be okay. So thank you guys. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. I'll finish it here, guys, with the final plugs. If you guys would like to work with me on a personal level, you guys know what is up. We have one-on-one coaching. Come join the team, guys. Spots are open, and I would love to have you. We have group coaching, which is the workshop. You can check the one of May coming up, guys, this Sunday. If you've ever wanted to work with me in an affordable group coaching setting, this is it, guys. 4 one-hour calls with myself and a small group of men. Come join the team, guys. Learn everything about it down below. And finally, guys, we have our cheapest option, which is the course. You guys have been loving it. It will explain everything of what I spoke of in this video, guys. Finding your purpose, becoming self-developed, and improving your fitness, business, mindset, and relationships. You can learn everything about it down below as well. Go download the free half-an-hour version to get a teaser. See if you enjoy it before getting the full one, and I'll finish it there. You guys can support Edge, coupon code Hammond. This is their black essential t-shirt, I believe. I'm about to go hit leg day squats as I am literally a week and a half out for my powerlifting competition, which is insane, which is also part of my purpose, guys. You see, your purpose unfolds. A couple of years ago, I was into fitness, right? General strength training. Now it's powerlifting, which is much more extreme. I'm literally flying to Newfoundland to compete with all of Canada. Am I going to do amazing? Probably not, but that's okay, guys. We always get better as we go, and your purpose gets deeper as you go. But just do what's in front of you. It will be revealed to you. All right? So thank you guys. Have an amazing day. I love you all. I'll catch you in the next video. Go join that workshop and let's crush it. Okay, guys? Thank you so much. Till then, much love. Peace.